Hi, so it's Courtney and I'm going to do a quick little walk and tour around Anfield. I'm not going to go inside, this is just me suggesting a tour you can do without actually having to pay anything. So I hope you enjoy it and I hope you come down and experience it for yourself. So I'm going to start off at the iconic Paisley Gates, at the front of the ground, right in front of the Kop. And they're here to commemorate Bob Paisley, one of probably the greatest ever Liverpool managers. He won 3 European Cups, just to name, which you can see actually featured in the gates. And then this first symbol is actually for County Durham, which I live half of the time, so that's quite cool. And then the other gate has the iconic Liver Bird. And then here's a plaque with all his accomplishments while being Liverpool manager. So these gates are just right in front of the Kop. So I'm just going to walk you through to be officially on Anfield property, or LFC property. Which is where you then see Mr. Bill Shankly in all his glory. He was standing right in front of the Kop. So you see a lot of people always getting pictures in front of this. Then turning away from the Kop, we have the LFC Superstore, which is facing the main stand. So I'll head over there and then I'll show you where I'm at. So here is the LFC Superstore. You can come in, get your kits, get LFC fashion, push chairs, homeware, you name it. The front is actually just down there. The reason I started filming here is one, to show you a really good photo op, which is with the Liverpool crest behind you. And then we have a statue for Bob Paisley, which is actually very new. And then if I turn around, here we have the brand new main stand. And I know not many people call it the new main stand. They just call it the main stand, but to me it'll always be known as the new main stand. Just because of how iconic the old main stand was, which leads on. So the area we actually stood in here is called Paisley Square, and then this pathway is actually called 96 Avenue, which is where you'll find all the dedication stones that people bought, and you will also find the Hillsborough Memorial. Here we also have another bust for John Hurlden. If people don't know who he is the founder of Liverpool Football Club, and he just happens to be looking off into the distance to to the crest, which I think is a very nice touch. And then if you keep walking along here, you can see the stones change from red to a greyish colour. And the stones that are grey, people actually have paid to have people memorialised on them. So I'll show you here. You can see it's actually just covered, and it goes on and on all the way to the end of 96th Avenue. It's very nice. If anyone has any on here, please comment below and tell me where yours is and what you have on your stone. And if I find it one day, I will take a picture and send it to you. Also, where the stones are, we have benches for former LFC players. So here we have Elijah Scott. Then the next one is one of my granddad's favourite players, which was Billy Liddell. And each bench tells you a few facts of how many appearances they made, a little quote, and probably is like one of the matches that they played in, which is a very nice touch. Now if we go over to the next one, we have the greatest manager to ever live, which is Bill Shankly. Then another Bob Paisley bench. And then we have Kenny Dalglish. Now Kenny's bench is actually positioned in quite an important place. You made sure when you put these in to put Kenny's face in the Hillsborough Memorial, which I think is a lovely touch and just very nice. Then after Kenny, and then we have the final bench, which commemorates one of my favourite Liverpool legends, which is Stevie G. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk back over to the Hillsborough Memorial, but I will not be speaking while I'm at the Hillsborough Memorial, just out of a sign of respect. So we'll show you that next. Now I'm just by the players' entrance, which is actually where the bus goes in on a match day, and I'm actually just going to walk back off Anfield property, and I'm going to show you some of the murals. I'm not going to include all the murals in today's video because I am going to do one in the future. I'm going to make this into a bit of a series, and I'm going to do a tour of the murals around Liverpool. So there's the main stand, am now on Anfield Road and I'm just walking away from the ground, and within 10 seconds I should be at the first mural. So now I'm just walking back towards the ground, and I'm just going to take a quick walk down the Anfield Road. I'll show you the Shankly Gates and the Arkles, which is a very famous pub on a match day. And then that'll be the end of it, since I cannot go down the Kenny Dalglish stand anymore. That's all being like closed off for COVID procedures. So yeah, otherwise I could have shown you a few bits in there. In there is the Paisley Memorials in there, and there's just like, obviously you've got the big sign that says the Shankly stand, which is amazing, but I'll show you what I can show you, and then that'll be the end. So for people who watch LFC TV on a match day, and you see them filming with the ground in the background, this is where they film. And here's another mural done by Murals. I can't really get that close to it right now because there's railings in front. But it says, "We are Liverpool, you are our champions." And all the pictures on there were actually sent in by children from the local area, which I thought was quite nice. So yeah, if you ever wondered where they film, it's literally in that little glass bit with the backdrop. So, if you ever hear on a normal match day where fans are allowed in, this is the end the away fans going. So it's usually these few blocks on the end, the turnstiles the away fans go in. And this stand is the Anfield Road stand. So in case you're ever curious to where the away fans go in, it's literally this little section here. So on a derby day, this road usually gets closed off to some degree, just so there's no mixing of Liverpool and Everton fans before or after the match. And then here is the family park, which on a normal match day there is Mighty Red in there. They have like pool football tables, they have a goal, they usually have someone performing, and you can buy like drinks and food in there. So these little containers all have food, merchandise, drinks. It's quite a nice little area. So here is the Shankly Dalglish stand. It used to be the centenary stand, and it was called something else before then, but currently cannot think of the name of that, with the Anfield Road end. And here is the Shankly Gates. So these did used to be by the old main stand, but when they put the new one in, they got moved down to here. I'll just give you a bit of a closer look now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to walk less than a minute And I'll keep cutting my head off, but because I'm watching where I'm going, because I nearly fell over a few times today. But I'm going to show you the Arkles because I've got a little nice fact about the Arkles. So I'm going to show you that, and then I will end the vlog there. But basically, literally, like, you can still see the ground. I've literally just walked past it now. And the Arkles is just in front of me, so I will flip this around and show you. So that pub there on the corner is the Arkles. Famous for match day drinks. It's also where a lot of people wait outside of to greet the bus. But there's actually a clock on there, and I'm just going to get in a better position to show you it a bit closer, and I'll tell you the little fact about the clock. So there is the clock, and the clock is stopped at 6 minutes past 3. As a little tribute to when Hillsborough, the game, got called off. And not many people know this. I only actually recently found out about it from my dad, and my dad only recently found out about it as well. But I thought that's a nice little tribute that the pub chose to do. But yeah, this is the Arkles. This is where the coach greets usually happen. The coach comes from along here, down past the Arkles, turns here, and then heads towards the ground. So, in case you were wondering where the coach greets happen, it is here. You get a bit rowdy, will warn you. But yeah, I'm going to end that here, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm looking at making this into a bit of a series, so I thought I'd start off with a walking tour. The next one probably is not going to be for a while, mainly because I'm going home soon. But I would like to do the stadium tour and film that for everyone. I want to do the Anfield Origins tour, which is a new tour that they do, which is a walking tour, but it ends in the Kop. I need to do the museum and show you all the museum, and I would like to do a tour of the murals around the city. So please let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Please like the video, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time.